Have you ever wondered why video game movies always seem to suck? A lot of people blame German director Uwe Boll for poisoning the genre with films like Alone in the Dark and House of the Dead. This time in the bonus round, Uwe tries to defend his track record. Will he win back your favor? What appeals to Uwe about doing movies based off games?
Video games are, for me, a little like best-selling books.
And how can he still be in business when it seems like all his films bomb?
In Russia, in Spain, in Italy, Alone in the Dark, House of the Dead and BonusRound were like 2 weeks in the top 10 in the box office.
Find out what makes the man tick right here in the bonus round. Hey everybody, welcome to the bonus round. I'm Jeff Keighley, and in the bonus round, the biggest names in the video game industry get together to talk about the issues that matter most. And one issue that you guys care about are video game movies. And joining me now is an infamous guest, the Razzie Award-winning director of films like Alone in the Dark,
BonusRound. But I didn't win. I was only nominated. Catwoman won and Basic Instinct 2. So I was only nominated.
So you only nominated, you didn't actually win. I thought you won Worst Director for Alone in the Dark.
No, I didn't win.
I'll have to check my facts. Uwe Boll, welcome to the bonus round. How are you, sir?
Good.
It's great to have you here. Now, I think, gamers that watch this show, they know your movies, and as you know, you have quite a reputation with all these gamers. I think the first thing when people hear your name and they see the string of all these movies, I think people think, well, didn't all these movies bomb? How can he still stay in business? Because he makes such terrible video game movies. What's your response?
That the movies make money on DVD, for example.
So all the movies are profitable?
No, we lost around 20% on BonusRound so far. But I sold BonusRound in 22 territories to Fox, and they started releasing it now. So there are still revenues coming in. And we shouldn't forget there's also a market overseas. And in Russia, in Spain, in Italy, Alone in the Dark, House of the Dead and BonusRound were like 2 weeks in the top 10 in the box office.
Okay.
So in a few territories, the movies worked in theaters also. In US, it was more DVD. But House of the Dead with around 11 million box office, it cost 7 million to make it, was also theatrical, I think, success.
So the movies might do well internationally, and the U.S. still, have struggled. But are you making money off this? I mean, does Uwe Boll make millions of dollars a year personally from making these movies? Are you doing well?
No, it's like look, in the case the IRS is looking this, I have to say I make no money. No, but the thing is, I invest in my movies also, and of course I want to be in the same seat like the investor. And I think this is the reason I'm able to raise money for the movies, that they know it's not me getting richer and richer and the investors lose money. And so if BonusRound lost money, I lost also money. But I'm doing good because I made a lot of movies also, and it's kind of a mini studio ball going. So from this point of view, it's not that I make no money, but I'm not a multi-millionaire.
So you hear about these directors that are making, $2-3 million a picture. What's your directing fee? We want you to
I take only 120,000.
120,000
per movie as a director, but of course I have gross participation from first dollar. But this is a point also, I think, why we can make movies with a big actors, big scale.
You've had Ben Kingsley, you've had Burt Reynolds, you've had a lot of big
Jason Statham, Ray Liotta.
Tara Reid.
Thanks. And but this is a point, like we really spent the money for the production, and we don't have a big overhead. And I think this is one of the reasons our movies, at least from the production value, they're all big, they're all looking big.
So why do you do movies based on video games? What's the appeal of getting all these different franchises and bringing them to the theater? Because movie video game that sort of collaboration has never really worked.
No, I think first of all the comic books are all sold, right? So you cannot acquire a Marvel
you're scraping
comic.
the bottom of the barrel. Is that
exactly.
What you're doing?
No, but the thing is, video games are for me a little like best-selling books, and a lot of people know that games, and there is also you can get good ideas for production design, for art, for the art direction, the costumes, the fighting styles. You have a lot to work with if you have a video game, compared to you have nothing and you have an original idea, and you have a marketing tie-in. And I still think, for example, if you buy now BonusRound 2, the movie, you have for free BonusRound 1 as a video game in the package. So on DVD, I think it's kind of attractive to to merge these two elements together. There's a thing. So I'm a strong believer in that genre.
Now, you obviously look at a lot of games and, sort of, go out to different companies to pitch, doing movies based on these games. Has that slowed down at all because of the reputation of these films? I mean, I'm sure you knock on some doors of some game developers and they say, Uwe Boll, wouldn't let them touch it.
I think there are two worlds, basically.
Right.
So you have the smaller studios, they're actually giving me games for free because they wanted to make a movie to lift up their games.
And that's a game that's never going to be picked up by Warner Brothers to make a movie.
Well, exactly.
Right?
And they know, like, to the studios, they can sell only a game what sold millions and millions of units. And I look also into games they maybe sell 400,000 or 500,000 units. Oh, this is my cell phone. Sorry, but it will go away. And so maybe it's a studio calling me right now, pitching a video game-based movie.
What can we do? So you've got those smaller games. So what about the bigger games? I mean, you haven't signed any. I haven't heard any big game deals lately.
No, but look, Far Cry is a big hit, for example.
But you signed that years ago, right?
I know. I bought it before it came out.
Right.
And the same I did now. This is a company, Replay. It's a video game company. They have a game, Sabotage, coming up. And I got that game before it came out. Right. And I think this is actually a very, very good game. And it could be a hit. So I look more for opportunities.
The next Halo is Sabotage?
Not Halo. But I think Sabotage has the quality of Splinter Cell, for example.
Okay.
It's really high end.
The next Splinter Cell.
Yeah, and Replay, by the way, is doing also a video game based on my movie Tunnel Rats.
That's right, you're in game development now, too.
Yeah,
you're making your own first-person shooter, right?
Absolutely, and this will be a very creepy game. And so I'm looking more out for these opportunities. I don't see any sense to pay $5 million for a video game license to make a movie out of it. I'm looking more out for kind of opportunities to work together on stuff.
Right. Now, are there any game developers you think are overrated? You think people love their games. You think people say that you're overrated by some people, but it's
no, I don't want to blame anybody basically, and it's not. I think the developers like Gas Power Games, Crytek, whoever develops games are all like hardworking people and talented, but a lot of the distribution companies of games are like wrong managed. And I think they don't really get it.
So Ubisoft, EA, Activision, those kind of guys?
Yeah.
Badly managed?
Yeah. Some like if you say Atari was good managed in the last 5 years, then then I don't believe it anymore. So it is a point. Like I think a lot of people in that video game distribution business, they don't really understand the market or the opportunity to make something out of, like for example, Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark 5, where is it now?
Where's the game?
Yeah, so I saw reviews already and the game never came out. And it was supposed to come out parallel to my movie 2.5, 3 years ago. So I don't think this is very clever to work like this.
Well, I think some of the game companies, they'd say if they license a game to you for a movie, it sort of tarnishes the brand of the game and actually hurts the game to do a movie. So that's why they don't want to do a movie. Does that make sense?
Then they shouldn't sell the license in the first place, right?
They want the money, right?
Yeah, they want the money, but I think then if you really sell it, you should really go for it and you should cross-promote it and you should try to bring back your franchise to life. Alone in the Dark was an old franchise. Where I made some movies, the franchise was almost over. And they planned to do Alone in the Dark 5, but they never finished it. Yeah,
maybe you killed it, the movie was so bad.
I didn't kill it. I didn't kill it. It was like... they had an office here in LA, for example, and then they didn't finish the game. They closed the office. They started new, and I don't know why, but this is not what I understand under like clever marketing ideas.
It's not clever. All right, Uwe. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk about some of the fan reactions to your films and what they've had to say. They're a little angry, and you've been a little angry with them too, going boxing matches and everything. We'll talk about that when we come back on the bonus round. Next time in the bonus round, get ready to duck because Uwe has something to say to his detractors. Does he understand all the criticism of his work?
I think in my case, I think it went far over the top.
And why is he claiming his next film, Postal, is funnier than Borat?
I think Postal is, in a way, more interesting.
You don't want to miss it next time in the bonus round.
Bonus round.